Today in the Brick Lab, we're taking a look at an elemental dragon for Cole. A full-size one this time. So I based this off Cole RX, not only because this is one of my favorite versions of the Cole minifigure, but also because it allowed me to use a lot of the same pieces from Kai's elemental fire dragon. Sneaky, I know. A lot of the trans-orange pieces come from Kai's fire dragon, and a lot of the brown ones come from the Nexo monster vehicle sets from last year. So if you'd like, if you don't want this to be a Ninjago dragon, you could always make it into a Nexo dragon, and just have it as a vehicle for one of the bad guys, although I much prefer it as Cole's elemental dragon. If you want it to be more like a traditional Cole's dragon, you could always just swap out the trans orange for trans green, although I'm not quite sure if these are in trans green yet, so you might have to use just plain black. And maybe just plain white for the claws here. But other than that, swapping the colors out shouldn't be too difficult. So when I built this, I wanted it to have the same feel as Kai and Nia's dragons that I built earlier this year. You can check that video out right up here. So I used the same basic body shape and the wing structures. You can see the wings are exactly the same. I just changed up the colors a little bit, putting in black and gray instead of red. But I modified the body by shortening it by 2 studs and then also widening the shoulders by 2 studs in order to give it a shorter, squat, stumpier look. And of course, as you can see here, I also made the tail a lot thicker and gave it this big spike on the end because it seems somewhat appropriate, like something Cole would really like on his dragon. And of course, the head is also a lot different. Instead of the spikier look, which Kai and Nia's dragons have, I gave it a more smoother, rounded look, kind of like rock, I guess. And instead of the sai, I gave it horns, because if I remember right, that was on one of Cole's dragons. And of course, as with all elemental dragons, Cole's dragon has room for the Cole minifigure to sit, although we do have to remove this crossbow first, or at least, at the very least, turn it to the side like so. Although, if you'd like, you can also just turn Cole around and have him fire that. One feature that I really love is the wedges that I used on the sides of the dragon here. They're trans orange with black rock painted on them. They were used originally in the monster vehicle to make it look like, I guess, lava bursting out of a rock, but to me it looks more like pure RX energy blasting out of the sides of Cole's dragon. It's really cool, and I wish the other elemental dragons could have had pieces like that built into them. And what I really wish is that I had time to put in maybe a light brick or something, or even the room, because I don't think it would fit in here, so that you could push it and have like Cole's dragon light up like he was unlocking that earth punch or whatever the RX power is. And one other thing I did, of course, was to shorten the front legs even more to give Cole's dragon that shorter, stumpier feel that Rocky has. To be honest, I think these legs are a little too thin to be stumpy, but I mean, the overall idea is there. And of course, we have the head here, and the mouth does open and close, just like on Kai and Nia's dragons. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it for this dragon. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this mock video, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, do whatever else it is you feel like doing, which is hopefully all of them. If you'd like a build tutorial or something like that, please let me know in the comments below and I will see what I can do. In the meantime, stay building or something. I need a cool catchphrase.